goes around the world just la 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 la. It's all around the world just la 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 la. It goes around the world just la 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 la. It's all around the world just la 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 la. It goes around the world just la 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 la. It's all around the world just la 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 la.
Buongiorno, Nancy boys. Hi and welcome. We've got another wonderful segment here on travel.
You see,
Ah,
we are here in Cortona at Il Rifugio, here to talk about a little side trip to Roma. Now, in Italy, it's not called Rome, it's called Roma.
Roma. Let's try that
Yeah.
together. Roma.
This is Roma. Roma.
Oh, I love it, BJ. Hey, you know what I picked up from somebody?
What?
No, it's not what you're thinking. I found these are trading cards of the Pope.
Pope trading cards?
Pope trading cards, everybody. You can get them and share them with your friends.
How cool is that?
If I had more friends, I guess I'd get some.
See,
How fun is that? Now, restaurants are very, very important in Italy because they do them so well. I heard there's one right across from the Colosseum, the Colosseo,
in Rome it's called the Colosseum.
the Colosseo, where you can sit and eat, and you can do it outdoors, above on a terrace, or below
Overlooking
in
the
street,
Colosseum.
Overlooking the Colosseum. And the name of that restaurant again?
The Royal Meat House.
The Royal Meat House. Now that sounds interesting.
Sounds like a girl could get lucky.
It's actually a very classy joint.
It is.
Oh yeah, and the wait staff were fabulous.
They were. You know what was the best there? The carbonara. The
Oh,
spaghetti
really?
carbonara, it's a traditional Italian dish that is spaghetti mixed with, actually they use raw eggs, and it congeals a little bit with the hot pasta. And what's it called? Oh, what does that meat?
Oh, prosciutto?
No,
No?
it's the other one. It's the fat bacon. Fat bacon.
Fat bacon.
pigs. Shirley?
Pancetta.
Pancetta.
Let's say that together. Pancetta.
Thanks, Shirley's the maid.
No, Shirley runs this place, actually.
Whatever.
She does. She runs the place. And it's a fabulous place, Shirley. Now, if you're ever in Italy and you'd love to have a home base where you can just get rid of your luggage and then take day trips off to other places, Shirley's Joint is pretty much it.
Il Rifugio.
Let's say that together. Il Rifugio.
And it means the refuge.
The refuge. And it is quite nice. One of the fun things that Shirley has out here, the cuckoo birds. I never knew there was an actual cuckoo bird.
She insisted the whole time we were here that there's some sort of clock hanging on a tree in the forest.
I'm sure there is. We'll find it someday. But if you've never heard a cuckoo bird, this is the place to go.
And in fact, later we might even go on a cuckoo hunt together.
Oh, we could.
But we don't have to look much further, do we?
No, we don't. Along with the cuckoo birds, there's many, many other birds, and they sing all day long here.
And what do you know what else I noticed? The nightingale.
Oh, really?
A nightingale, the birds sing all night, and that's probably a nightingale.
I bet it is.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is just fabulous. And talk about sun, sun, sun.
CCC.
And if you are too hot, too caldo, should we say that together? Caldo.
And that would be molto caldo.
Molto caldo?
Very, very hot.
Si.
Si.
Molto caldo. Shirley put in a swimming pool for ya. Yay! So she has added some accoutrements, which are very, very nice.
See. You know what? You look like Gidget does Rome.
Am I all sweaty? Or
No.
No, I'm not. Oh, perfect, BJ.
You look just so wholesome and
Well,
all
I was
American.
so glad I could come here and help in your family way.
Thank you. Now, more from Rome.
Oh,
Why don't
sure.
we have the boys give us a tour of the Colosseum? Tell us all about those ancient Romans.
Go ahead, boys.
Sorry.
Okay.
Ciao.
Well, you can't walk on the grass here.
No, you can't.
And where are we, Mr. Peabody? Chad?
We are in front of the Vittorio Emanuele II monument, built in the 1930s by Mussolini.
By Mussolini.
By Mussolini, yes. It is a monument dedicated to Vittorio Emanuele II, who was the first king of United Italy.
Wow.
Yeah, after thousands of years, it got reunited. This was a monument to the first king. It also has a dual purpose. It is their Tomb of the Unknown Soldier.
Okay. And when was it built?
In the 30s.
In the 30s by
Yeah,
Mussolini.
by Mussolini.
Tea with Mussolini. Famous film starring Cher, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
It's actually architecturally ridiculed by the Italians. They don't really
Okay.
care for it. They think of it as a big wedding cake. The marble that's used in this particular monument comes from the territory that Emanuele Vittorio came from.
Okay.
And so it's a different type of marble that you'll find typically in Rome. So the Italians look down upon it.
Wow.
They think it's pretty gaudy. For Romans, that's saying a lot.
That is. That
The
is.
Romans are pretty
Well,
out there.
I think it's beautiful. It reminds me of my sister's wedding. You're right.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
No, but it's beautiful. And I think the interesting thing is we had just seen a motorcade pass by with all sorts of polizia.
Lots of police,
Yeah.
a dignitary.
A
They whipped them
dignitary,
through really
whipped
quick.
them through. There's a very busy area, as you can see, that monitored very heavily. You know, we were told by the Federale or Polizia
Polizia.
to get down off the grass. So we're down.
Yes.
Next stop,
Next, we're going to the Roman Forum,
the Forum.
and shortly after that, the Colosseum.
Very cool. We'll see you later. Hey everybody, it's Ronnie Day and Danny K right here live. Well, actually not anymore, it's not live, you're gonna see a tape. At the Colosseum in Rome.
Yep.
Pretty cool. We are seeing some of the most amazing pieces of Western civilization and its culture right here in the city that started it all. The Colosseum, quite a controversial building. Compared to the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome, I mean, the truck rallies are pretty exciting, but this kind of beats all, don't you think, Dan?
Well, I think the structure looks more impressive from the outside. I mean, those little white pillows that we have at the Metro.
Yeah. I think this building is more impressive. Tell me about how this was built and how it got its start.
Well, you know, it's a symbol or emblem of Rome's eternity and perhaps
The Eternal City.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's the most famous monument in the world.
Yeah.
That's it. Did you know that it was commonly called the Colosseum probably because the colossal statue of Nero was supposed to have been erected out front? Well, what happened to that
Erected?
statue? Yeah. They didn't
Out
erect
front?
it. They didn't erect it out front.
They lost out on that one.
The work was completed by Emperor Titus, who inaugurated it in 80 AD. After
80
the
AD.
death. See, you got that? With its
Wow.
bountiful entertainments. The inaugural festival lasted 100 days in which 5,000 wild animals
5,000
died.
wild animals died.
Sad.
How many Christians?
It's not noted here.
Okay. We know quite a few.
It is still the largest amphitheater in the world.
It is.
It is.
Wow.
All right, it's divided into 3 floors with 80 arcades on each floor. Get the arcade? down
Yeah.
there? It has an attic with plaster strips and windows and 24 corbels. I think that's what the orbital is back there.
Okay.
Corresponding to the same number of holes in the cornice, which are supposed to have been substituted with large pieces of canvas to protect from sun and the rain. So they had canvas going over the top.
Wow, how cool. So it was, they have a covered dome.
Perfect, long before we even thought of it.
Yeah.
Very cool. It could hold 50,000 spectators who entered through the 4 main entrances.
50,000. And I think the Metrodome is 60, isn't it? Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
pretty impressive. Well, it's very interesting to be here, thinking that this building has been here so long.
Right, right. And you know what I think the Colosseum is most famous for is it was a way for a Roman emperor to show his appreciation for the people, to get them on his side. So he'd offer free entertainment. This was basically entertainment central for the city of Roma. And they would have things like gladiators, and the gladiators were the World Wrestling Federation stars of the day. The populace picked their favorites and rooted for them. There was live feeding of Christians and things like that, and that was entertaining to the people of the Rome of the day. So quite a wide assortment. And you'll notice here there's a cross on the other side here in respect for all the Christians that died here.
I know there's one little piece of trivia I happen to know too, and when the crowd was trying to decide whether or not they should let the gladiator live or die,
Yeah.
if they did the thumbs down, it means that he should live.
Oh.
It's the reverse of what you think, and thumbs up meant uh-oh.
Opposite. Absolutely. Be careful about your hand gestures here. Very good.
Something else.
Well, we're going to show you some more detailed pics. Enjoy the tour of the Colosseum, and thanks for visiting with us in Rome.
Many of the carvings were pilfered from earlier Roman monuments. So at 315 AD, that would be classic Roman period, when Rome really ruled the world.
Yeah.
Now, if you remember, Constantine, what he was really famous for was moving the capital from Rome to Constantinople, the new city, which became Istanbul. You know,
Constantinople. Which reminds me.
Why they changed it, I can't say. Maybe they liked it better that way.
My favorite little line as a kid was, Constantinople, spell it. The answer is IT. It always fooled all the other little kids. Get it? Constantinople, spell it.
Istanbul was Constantinople, now it's Istanbul, now Constantinople, been a long time gone. Constantinople, now it's Turkish delight on a moonlit night. Every gal in Constantinople lives in Istanbul, now Constantinople. So if you've a date in Constantinople, she'll be waiting in Istanbul. Even old New York was once New Amsterdam. Why they changed it, I can't say. People just liked it better that way. So take me back to Constantinople. No, you can't go back to Constantinople. Been a long time gone. Constantinople, why did Constantinople get the works? That's nobody's business but the Turks. Istanbul, Istanbul. Istanbul, even old New York was once New Amsterdam.
Buongiorno!
Buongiorno.
Ronnie Day and Danny Kaye, that was just fabulous. And thank you, Professor Peabody, as well. You gave us a great tour all about the history of the Colosseum. Remember, that's Roma for Colosseum.
Oh, how wonderful.
Bici fili puttana? Ho bisogno di vino. Ho bisogno...
He needs wine, he needs wine, he needs
Hello.
wine.
Sure, right there.
Sì, voglio... Grazie. Grazie. Sì.